Welcome back, watch fans. We got a collection review today coming in from Navraj of London, the Maharaja of Mayfair. But first, quick wristwatch check. We have Patek Philippe Gondolo on the wrist, flat crocodile strap, and wait, but there's more. We have the Ellipse. I don't know if you can see. I don't have good lighting here, but yes, we have the Ellipse cufflinks. Unbelievable but true. Unbelievable but true. Now, gentlemen, and I mean gentlemen, don't be a tomato can, a lollipop licker, or a crayon eater. The watch market is dead, and there's some great buying opportunities coming up very shortly. So Navraj, of course, he's got the date. Now, hold on a second. Before we get started, now you got to pay very close attention to what I'm going to show you. This is a serious collector. You can all learn a lesson from this man, Navraj. Navraj writes into the Colonel, writing into the Colonel. By the way, now, this is a serious collector because look, he takes professional photos. He writes a deeply thought out. Everything is organized, catalog. This is like a serious collector. This is a serious collector, not like all of you knuckleheads who write in and like I don't know where you went to school, what kind of shit schools you went to, but this man is a man of wealth and taste. I am a 29-year-old musician based in the UK. Took up the hobby and started 2020. But I typically don formal attire at work, occasionally smart casual in other settings. Hence, the collection ranges accordingly. My collection towards the more usual uncommon pieces and future classics, mix of quartz and automatics. He's looking possibly of getting an AP 15202 ST or blah 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 blah. He's got Seiko blah 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 blah. Omega. Okay, but now let's. Okay, I can't read this. So he's got a couple. He's got four ROLEX. He's got four ROLEX, and he's got a Rado. Unbelievable but true. Look at this. This guy. This is professional stuff, guys. Now, okay, so let's dive in here. I'm going to start out with where should we start? We'll start off with the shitters. Now, look, I'm going to start off with these shitters and. Navraj, look, I'll be honest with you, this is not for me. This is not my taste. I do appreciate the quality photos and the catalog, and this guy should be working at Sotheby's or Christie's. This is a real classic professional collector, not like all you knuckleheads. See, look at this. He's got catalog pictures. This is organization. Shitter. Okay. I'm not an Omega fan. I think Omega is like kind of a, look, the reality is it's great. I mean, the quality of the watch, I'm sure, is fine. The movement, listen, I don't give a shit about the movement. No, I mean, they have a good movement. But, actually, I do find this constellation, this kind of funky 80s look, I find it interesting. I actually do find it interesting. On a two-tone, it would be even better. It's actually an interesting watch. It's an interesting watch. I mean, would I wear this? Hell no. But it is an interesting watch. Look, this guy has he's got a certain sensibility. I know there's some sort of rhyme and a reason to this collection. It's not my taste, but I respect it. He's got another Omega shitter, a JLC. Here's the other side, the two-time. Okay, I like it. I prefer JLC on gold, okay? I believe a Jaeger LeCoultre should only be worn in a gold case, not steel. That's my opinion. Unbelievable but true. What are these? Grand Seiko. Shitters. Okay, date. With the box papers. This is a full set. This, gentlemen, is a full set. Look at this. Taking professional pictures, cataloging everything. I'm a fan of some date models, but on a strap. You got to wear the Rolex on a strap. Okay, don't be a peasant. Okay? You got to wear this on a strap. Okay, so this guy is Indian. You know what? Indians can get away with it. Okay, if you have darker skin, you can get away with Rolex on a full gold bracelet. This is my professional racist opinion. White people cannot wear full yellow gold unless with a tan in the middle of summer. Next, shitter. You know how much I hate the Explorer too. Nasty, vicious and nasty. Seiko Rolex quartz. Excuse me. I know it's some sort of hipster thing. It's not my thing. It's not my taste. I know people are into it. Okay, now this beautiful blue dial. I mean, this is what is it? The what the hell is this? Perpetual. You know, again, look at this. The smooth bezel I think is nice, right? It is boring though on the Oyster. Yeah, I don't know. I find this actually. I think it's a dull watch. I think it's a dull watch. I think a Datejust 41 is better, or a classic, with the fluted bezel, the date with the date window, two tone. That's the way to go. It is boring. It's boring. I mean, okay. Now this is interesting. Rado. Now I have not come across a Rado in many years. I remember when I was a kid, and I remember in the 80s I used to see the ads for Rado. They've actually made. Here's what's interesting. Rado goes back a long time, and they made some interesting. Look, Rado was making ceramic bracelets, and this is, I think, ceramic and gold. I think he's got ceramic and gold. This is ceramic and gold. Look, Rado is a shitter watch. Basically, it is a shitter watch. They could have been a contender. They're not taken seriously for many reasons, but. I remember when I was a kid, I used to see the Rado ads. That was considered like a prestigious watch, the black ceramic, in the 80s into the early 90s, Rado, Ebel, Movado, Hublot. Here's what's interesting. Rado, who also was doing a ceramic bracelet? Nobody. Rado, I think, was the first. Hublot, the watches they made in the 80s with the rubber strap and the gold, the classic, I think they're called, the classic Hublot gold. With that black rubber bracelet, and the clasp on the Hublot was beautifully made. I mean, they were kind of quartz shitters, but you know what? I knew a lot of serious guys who wore those in the back in the day. Interestingly, Navraj, one of your relatives, the Baghwan Rajneesh. That's right, the Baghwan Rajneesh. The man with 100 Rolls Royces. He actually, by the way, if you look at some of his videos on YouTube. This guy had an amazing watch collection. Osho, that's what he called himself later on. But the Baghwan Rajneesh, some incredible watches you can see in his videos. He did have, I believe, a Rado back when he was a brokester, still living in India before he came to America and got all the suckers to buy him 100 Rolls Royces. Unbelievable but true. Unbelievable but true. What do I think of Rado? I would not be caught dead with this, but it's interesting. Look, here's the thing. This guy is like a mini John Goldberger. That's right. This is like a miniature John Goldberger. He's got a certain taste. I respect it. It's interesting. He's going somewhere with this. I don't know quite where, but this is a serious guy. Everything is cataloged. Look at this. Cataloging like a sort of like a 19th century art collector. They have everything, little catalog, little collection notes on all the paintings painted in. No, very interesting. What would I do with this collection? I would take a giant hammer, smash all of them, and burn it. No, look, I don't know where you go. I mean, look, I don't know where it's going. I mean, it's not my taste. I would say, look, I kind of think you're trying to do like kind of a hipster sort of a thing. Future classics. I think what you need, my friend, is not this. This is not for you. You need a Patek Ellipse, 1970s Ellipse. You can still get those at good prices on a strap. Some interesting funky shapes. There's also some interesting funky shapes of Audemars Piguet of the 60s. I think those are the watches. I think you got too many of these Seiko shitters. This is all shitter. Trade this in for gold. And okay, I guess this is okay. Look, I get it. You're 29. Look, every guy needs to get the date. They got to get the date out of their system. This is the flex watch. When you pick up the ladies, you take them out for that curry dinner in Paddington. This is the watch you wear. And they think you're the big what is it? Not the like a Maharaja. You're the Maharaja. You're like a Maharaja, the Sahib. This is actually this is a clean example, a very clean example. Is this yellow gold? No, it is yellow gold. I think rose gold is a little better, but this is fine, very fine. You know what? Look, I think you got too many watches here. You got too many, and as much as the Rado I actually find interesting. Seiko, again, I think they're all shitters. The Rado is a shitter, but it's an interesting shitter. If you need to have it, you gotta have it. I get it. Look, but I would get rid of this. This is garbage. I would get rid of this Rolex roll eye here. You got too many roll eyes, too many shitter roll eyes. Quartz, look, this hipster thing with the quartz is over. Explore 2, garbage. I did a video about this. I explained to you why I think it's garbage. This is a shitter. Rolex is garbage. If I were you, actually, look, if you want a future classic, TurnoGraph. Repeat after me. Navraj, I have 2 words for you. Only 2 words. Rolex TurnoGraph in two-tone, 1970s. I have a review of that on my site. On my YouTube channel here. The Colonel has a review. The Colonel owns 2 TurnoGraphs. 1 in full gold, 1 in two-tone. The two-tone is what I wear when I am in London visiting your nasty shithole country, which ironically is run by an Indian now. Unbelievable but true. Unbelievable. Now, this is, guys, if you're going to send me a collection review, this is the way you do it. This guy is a professional. Again, Navraj, to sum up, get rid of the shitters. Look, you got to keep this date. This actually, look, a full set, it's good to have. This is the winner here. Get rid of all these other shitters. You have 3 shitter Rolexes. Turn that in for a TurnoGraph. A man like you should be wearing a TurnoGraph. You don't want to be like all the other punters. All the other punters on the tube, those nasty punters that you see at 5 o'clock in London. As soon as it turns 5 o'clock, these nasty punters are all around. Every pub is full of outside drinking beer and pissing on the streets of Mayfair. That's how it is. That is what it is like in London. So I would say get yourself a TurnoGraph. Get rid of the 3 shitter roll eyes. JLC, get the gold. Get rid of the Seikos. It's pure garbage. And the Rado, you know what I would get is look up the Baghwan Rajneesh watch collection. Google that on YouTube. That should be your template. If you want to be a true Maharaja of Mayfair, you got to follow the example of the Baghwan Rajneesh. Okay, guys, let me know what you nasty punters, you vicious, nasty punters here on YouTube. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your vicious comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to have your collection reviewed by the Colonel, what you do is send in an email to brutalwatchreviews@gmail.com. brutalwatchreviews@gmail.com. Bespoke shirt by Anto of Beverly Hills. Jack Septagian, the main man.